Nuts. What I got wrong? All right, here we go. Matchups. Packers safeties versus the run. Green Bay will struggle to hold Dallas under 5 yards per carry without adding to the box. Well, I was right. In nickel, they couldn't do that. But they didn't run nickel. Oh, goodness. Jordan Love versus the Dallas corners. They play off and are opportunistic with jumping routes. We saw that. Quarterback is to hold players that hit the deep routes when they're available. Boy, he played fantastic. And then the D-line versus Dallas O-line. This is the matchup of the day. Can this D-line outperform against a really good Dallas group and force Dak into bad situations? I don't know how many. I think the defense forced Dak into bad situations. I think the secondary played out of their mind good. They tackled well. It's not that they were disguising coverage. They did a lot of things that you see from Green Bay from defenses all the time. You did like the constant pressure. They end up, of course, when you pass the ball that much, two things are going to happen. One, they're going to get a ton of yards. Two, they're going to have some turnovers and give up sacks. Keys to victory, Aaron Jones touches, has to get at least 20, hit at 21. I'm talking about carries. Stay in your lane and play downhill defensively. That was it. That was the name. I mean, that was it. They lead the league in scoring because they bait secondary defenders into losing their vision. We did such a good job there. That was phenomenal. I wrote Dak Prescott has full command of the offense. If you peak, you get beat. The Packers have to stay disciplined. I think the name of the game was exactly that. Play downhill, play disciplined, and really just make those tackles that we talked about. Trading body shots early. This actually became, I was wrong because it was 27-0. There was no body shots to be traded. The Green Bay Packers, I was hoping they'd hold them to field goals. They actually shut them out. So we had the touchdown. We had the turnover by Jair. Then we had the other touchdown. Then we had the pick six. I mean, it was phenomenal. Big takeaway for me. Packers are confident on both sides of the ball. This weekend against the Niners, who is a different class of team, my opinion, is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of good matchups there. We'll get to that on Thursday. And I'm going to bring it up one more time. Who is voting for this all-pro team? And listen, I got some guys that I thought should have been all-pro I'm pissed off about, so I'm feeding that into it. Don't get me wrong, but good Lord. Dallas has 9 all-pros. I mean, 9 all-pros. It was 27-0 with 9 all-pros on their team. Pays to be a Cowboy. I think, for me, the takeaway really is, though, I feel bad in a way for the players on that team because I do think that the pressure or the constant talk about how Michael Irvin and that Dallas offensive line back in the day and how good they were and all the championships and the legacy and the expectations and the way that Jerry talks about it. And I'm getting older and I need it. And like Jerry Jones had Jimmy Johnson, he gets rid of him. He had Bill Parcells. That's why everybody's talking about Bill Belichick. And it's like, well, Bill Parcells was that's Belichick's guy. I mean, it's his guy. And Parcells is like, you want me to cook dinner? You want me to buy the groceries? Jerry wants to be a part of everything. I wonder if Jerry is at that age now where he's like, you're right, man. Like, if it's Bill, like, hey, Bill, because that's the only way it would work, right? Bill, just do your thing. Steven's going to do this, but you have final say on everything. Wink, wink, right? Because otherwise, it could work. It could work. It seems like in a lot of ways, that would be a good place for him to go because he has a quarterback. I think Dak's still a quarterback. I just think that that game plan was so bad. The players didn't play well. That game plan was so bad. I don't know how much it would have mattered. Matt LaFleur's staff had their team so much more prepared to play football than Dallas Cowboys staff had their team to play. Not that it's all on them, but just schematically, the things they were asking them to do were asinine. And obviously, they made some mental errors in that game, especially on the defensive side of the football. But that was asinine to see what transpired there if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan. Luckily, I'm not. Green Bay Packers played phenomenal. Can't say enough, going back to it, about how great a job this group of individuals in that locker room and that staff have done at developing over the course of the year and just playing good football when it matters the most. Last couple of weeks have been playoff implications for them every single week, and they've delivered. Totally, just such a fun team to watch. We'll see what happens over the next. Listen, this is going to be. Let's not sugarcoat it. The Niners are good. But this team's going to go into it again. The only thing I can see before the preview shows, the offense ain't scared. That's for sure. All right, guys, check me out, MikeWall68X, Process to Perform, Instagram. Like me, rate me, review me. Give me some feedback. See ya.